Hello beautiful people, thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Today this is going to be the mid-December 2021 reading for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. Totally fine if you find this video a few days before the middle of the month, a few days after the middle of the month. You'll find it when you need it. But my reading will be just as it usually is with all the same columns. And my readings are very intuitive, so any intuitive messages I receive, I'll be sure to provide those to you as well. But Capricorn, if this doesn't resonate with you, I do recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising to get a full picture of what's going on. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to pull an affirmation card that also serves as a summary. So in this first column, we're going to be taking a look at what has happened in the last few weeks, energies that's coming to a close, things that are wrapping up. We have the card, I Feel Brave. Let's go ahead and clarify and see what we have here. Okay, the first card that we have is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of friendship, celebration, or circle of support. So some of you might have found that you've been spending a lot of time with friends, being really well supported in this circle of support. This also could be a card of celebration. So for Capricorn, some of you may have been celebrating. Then we have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is a very studious card, very hardworking. In some cases, the Page of Cups is also a card of new love. So some of you may have found yourself in a new relationship. Could be new friendship too. Friend is coming through pretty strong. And also with the Page of Cups, this could be volunteering. So some of you might have been volunteering. The cup energy is sticking out pretty strong here in this first column, which cups are water signs as well as emotional type energy. Then the next card we have is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is about mastering your craft. It's enjoying what you do. It's hard work. It's kind of that work smarter, not harder type card. But typically it means it's very, very skilled. You are very, very skilled in what you're doing. So let's clarify and see what other messages we have here. Overall, it looks like it's been a good last few weeks, Capricorn. Super exciting. We have the World card. The World card is a card of completion. It means that you've completed a goal or lesson in life. You've essentially come full circle. This could also be a card of travel. So some of you might have gone on a trip with your friends. But a lot of you have just completed a period in life. It could have been a project at work. It could have been a project at school. It could have been a workout program. But I'm getting that you completed something in these last few weeks. Then we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is very nurturing, very healing, very supportive. So we have the two cup cards on top of each other here. I do really feel like a lot of you have great relationships. You're being nurtured, you're being cared for. Healing and support going on. Maybe there's some healing associated with this whatever coming to an end, but also good circle of support. Maybe some of you have healed and that's what led in this new friendship or lover. Maybe some of you are nurturing others. Again, that was a card of volunteerism, so maybe you're healing, supporting, nurturing your community as well through volunteer. Then we have the Six of Wands, really great celebration card. The Six of Wands is victory, it's award, it's recognition, good news, success. Really a very celebratory, successful card. I would say that whatever you've been working on, Capricorn, is very successful. If it has not been, it will be successful. So that's looking really, really good. Now let's take a peek at what's coming for the remainder of December in our next column. We have the card, I Feel Nurtured. Make sure that you have a circle of support where you feel nurtured. Make sure you're also nurturing yourself though. And let's see what's coming for the next few weeks. So the first card that we have is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is sometimes having to compromise, but it could also be making a decision. So you might find that some of you are having to make a decision in the next few weeks, or you may feel like something comes up that you have to compromise on. Of course, we'll clarify. We do also have the Three of Swords. This is a card unfortunately usually like of heartbreak. It could mean separation. It could be a loss of someone or something. Sometimes this is kind of a card of low energy. This could also be a card like some of you could be having an operation or surgery in these next few weeks too, with that Three of Swords. Then we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is another card of celebration. It's also a card of like homecoming though, or like a reunion with friends and family. So it makes total sense, especially because we're going into holiday season here. Some of you might be reconnecting with friends and family, or it could just be like a celebration time for you. But let's clarify some of these other messages and see what we have coming through. So we have the Tower card. The Tower card is a card of change. Sometimes this is unwanted change. So this relationship that's ending could really catch you off guard. Maybe it's not what you wanted. Possibly that's the decision you have to make. Maybe it's not what you wanted, but you did need to make this change. So I do feel like for some of you, there's some sort of relationship ending here. It could be something else, but you're having to make a decision, and it's kind of feeling like a Tower moment where it's really rocking the boat in your life. I do think things are going to work out for you. There's a lot of good cards supporting this, but just know that there is some sort of change, some sort of decision that needs to come. On top of the Three of Swords, we have the Magician card. I would say that this is a good sign. It doesn't take away from the fact that there likely will be something, Capricorn, in the next few weeks for you that causes you some lower emotions, whether it's like loss, or you could be recovering from that surgery, or there's some sort of heartbreak or depression. But with the Magician card, this is really the card of everything. We have a cup, we have a sword, we have a wand, we have a pentacle. Literally, there's everything in this card. With Magician, keep in mind that it's very focused, it's very creative, it's about turning your visions into reality. It's very inspiring action. So whatever this is going to inspire you to be better. And we have the Celebration card here at the bottom, so I say it's going to work out for you. Whatever this event is, it's going to be inspiring you to move on to something much better. Then we have the High Priestess card. The High Priestess card. This is a card of secrets or mystery sometimes. That could also be what prompting this change or this decision. But it's also about trusting your intuition and trusting yourself. So as we go through this decision making, as we go through this change, you need to make sure that you trust your intuition, Capricorn. You know what you need to do. Be nurturing yourself, but just trust yourself on whatever comes your way. And we have the Success card here, so know that what you decide to do is going to be the right thing. Now let's take a look at money, career, finance. This could be businesses you own, investments you have, really anything associated with money. Okay, the first card we have is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is very curious. It could also be gossip though, or people kind of watching what you're doing. It's also a very truthful card though. So you may find that there is some gossip going around at work. It may or may not be about you, but there might also be somebody watching your work or checking your work, Capricorn. Of course, we'll clarify, but just want to give a heads up there. Then we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of teamwork. It could also mean expansion or travel. So pretty common to see the Three of Wands in the money column because oftentimes we do have jobs and we're working with other people. Typically it's teamwork in a positive manner though. So if you're working on some sort of group project or having to work as a team, I think that that looks good. Expansion, your team at work could be growing. You could be hiring new employees. Your investment portfolio could be growing. Some sort of expansion. And then on the note of travel, some of you could be traveling for work going into the end of the year as well. Then we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a very self-sufficient card. Queen of Swords also is very honest. So I would say that this is a good card to have. On the note of self-sufficiency, when we think of money, whether you're in a relationship or you're single or your family is really wealthy, whatever your financial situation is, being self-sufficient is really important. It's usually a very good indicator for your finances. So self-sufficiency card is great in this column. And then also very honest. So I would say that the work is honest. Even if there's gossip or truth coming out, I feel like it's honest. If people are watching your work, it's honest and it's going to be favorable for you. Let's clarify any messages in this column here. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a really wonderful card, especially in our money column. Typically, this is a new job, a raise, a promotion, an investment, or some sort of new income. That's amazing. That's what we all need, is more money. So for those of you wanting a new job, hoping to get a raise, hoping to get a promotion, have some sort of new income, maybe you're starting your own business, I would definitely say it's going to happen. We're getting to the point where we're doing annual raises too. I definitely think some of you will be getting raises and or a new job. Maybe that's perhaps what this watching card is, this Page of Pentacles, or excuse me, Page of Swords. Maybe you're being watched for a promotion. But overall, I would say it's good. New money coming in, definitely new job for those of you that want it. Then we have the Five of Pentacles. This can be a card of worry, isolation, financial loss. Some of you maybe don't have a job, so this news of a new job is going to be huge. So if some of you are not working and you're waiting for a job, I think it's going to be really, really important. The message that's coming through on this card, though, is more about isolation. So you're going from a point where maybe you weren't well supported into this teamwork type role. Capricorn, maybe some of you don't love working together with people. You're just going to need to embrace this for this period of time. I'm getting the feeling that some of you would rather do it by yourself and you're going to have to be on a team working together. That's really the message that's coming through, is isolation. And then we have that paired with the teamwork card. You could go the opposite way. Maybe you really want help on something and you're just going to have to push through it on your own. Then at the bottom here, we have the Nine of Wands. I like the Nine of Wands card. It's about keeping and maintaining boundaries. So if you look at this card, there's a bunch of wands stuck into the ground. And it's like they created a boundary around themselves, but they didn't create a wall. So things can still come in through the wands, but you're really filtering what's coming in. So it's not a wall, we're not blocking everything out, but it's also not open space. So it's really about filtering what you want in. I think it's a good card to have in personal or work-life balance, but having boundaries in the work, not overdoing work. It's on top of that honesty card. I think boundaries are going to help keep you very honest too. I'm also getting the message of, like, if somebody comes to you and asks you to do something and you're at capacity, be honest that you can't take on more work, or be honest if you can take on more work. Honesty is a big thing coming through. But overall, I would say money looks okay. Don't be frightened by the Five of Pentacles. It really is that message around isolation instead. Let's take a look at our next column. Next column, we're going to take a look at anything related to love. So this could be relationship, marriage, family, anything in that vein. The first card that we have is the Queen of Pentacles. This is very resourceful. It's a very resourceful card, but it is also a card of fertility. For those of you hoping to get pregnant or have children, or some of you out there may even be praying for grandbabies, this is typically a very good card of fertility. The next card we have is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a very fast-paced card. It indicates a very quick lifestyle change. So what I would say is your relationship may be going really fast here. I'm going to throw it out there because I do feel like it's coming through, like you could be getting engaged. So you could go from a quick change from boyfriend, girlfriend to fiance. It could also be a quick change for the fertility. Maybe some of you have been struggling and then all of a sudden it just happens. Single, this person might come out of the blue and surprise you. You might be in a relationship quite quickly. But some sort of fast change on the love front. And then we have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is, anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. But this is typically a new project or new urge to create. Again, for some of you, I think if you're single, this will be a very prompt, quick, new relationship coming in for you. So now let's clarify and see what other messages we have here. Definitely something is moving. I don't know what. I'm sure it will make sense to you though, Capricorn. So we have the Knight of Swords. We just talked about this card. If you've listened to my readings before, I really like when we get the same card multiple times because I feel like it's just solidifying the message. So we have the Knight of Swords again, and this is a card of fast-paced change. Something lifestyle change coming in quickly for you. Again, for those looking for fertility, I do think it will happen quite quickly. Maybe you're just now starting to try and have children. Also, I think it will happen quite quickly for you there. But 2 quick changes. Again, it could be a new spouse, but something happening quickly in your relationship. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a card of giving or receiving help. It's very much so a card of generosity. So maybe you're going to have a family member step in and help you with finances. Maybe you'll be stepping in and helping a family member with finances. Maybe you receive a very generous gift too here at the end of the year. Card of giving or receiving. And typically it's pretty large, very generous. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So we have the Queen of Pentacles twice and the Knight of Swords twice. Again, if you would like to have a baby, this would be a wonderful time, Capricorn. Or if you're hoping for grandbabies, I feel like there's a good chance. If you don't want that, I would recommend that you take the appropriate action to prevent that because there's a lot of fertility coming in. And that's on top of the Ace of Wands, which is that new. Again, it could be new baby, new family member. But take that message how it resonates. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our last column, which is a message from your future self or spirit guide. So something for you to carry into the remainder of December. You have the card, I Am Light. I like the card of I Am Light. We all have a light within us. We're all connected to a light. But it's about guiding yourself and guiding others. You really are a light, Capricorn. So I hope you realize that and act accordingly. But let's see what message. Well, this is interesting. So your spirit guides are coming through with a big, clear message. We have 3 major arcana cards coming in here. So let's see. We have the High Priestess first. This is again a card of secrets or mysteries. So there's a chance you're going to find out a secret. Maybe you'll be keeping a secret. But more so when I see this card is about trusting your gut and trusting your intuition. You have a light, so make sure you're listening to the light within you. Then we have the Tower. The Tower is again a card of change. Again, it kind of typically rocks the boat. It may throw us off guard a little bit. The nice thing about the Tower is change that we need. It just might sometimes catch us off guard. And we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is a card of clarity. It's moving into your life's purpose. It's really sometimes a final decision or a wake-up call. Excuse me. The Judgment card is oftentimes very favorable though. Remember I was just telling you this Tower moment's going to be favorable. So I'm reading this as 2 different things. Either the message, it could be like a secret or a mystery that prompts this, like you might find something out and it causes this change, but this change will work out well for you. Or as this change comes about, Capricorn, make sure you're trusting your intuition. And again, it will be favorable for you, so you just got to kind of ride it out. Let's clarify. So the first card that we have is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a very nostalgic card. It also could be a card of gifts or reunions. I would say, I think definitely some of you will be getting gifts. We already touched on that. Some of you could be reuniting with somebody though, that then triggers this series of events. Or some of you could be reflecting on the past and then that's what causes this series of events. But again, it could be a secret, but also just trusting your intuition. Then we have the Five of Wands. I'm actually kind of glad to see this card here and I'll explain why. The Five of Wands is a card of rivalry, challenges, obstacles. So that's likely what's going to be driving this Tower moment. But the nice thing about the Five of Wands is they're not fighting with swords, they're fighting with wands. So like they're still learning how to fight. This isn't a serious occurrence. Oftentimes it's like a minor bump in the road. So although there is going to be something that comes up, I don't think it's going to derail your life or anything like that, Capricorn. It's going to be kind of a bump in the road. you're going to know how to handle it. You're going to know how to move forward. And then we have the hanged man. This is very stagnant energy. Things are not moving. You're just kind of sitting here waiting for whatever to happen. What I'm getting is that this might kind of catch you off guard. But again, it's going to work out in your favor. So although you might not be expecting it, you didn't know it was coming, it's going to be just fine, I promise. So overall, I think things look really good, Capricorn. At this point in time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have questions in mind, you can pause the video really quick and think of those questions. But for question number 1, we have the 5 of clubs. This is number 33 card. That answer is going to be a yes. Then for question number 2, we have the 5 of diamonds. This is the number 28 card. This is also a yes. And last but not least, for question number 3, we have the 3 of spades. This is the number 10 card. This is also a yes. So yes, 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 Capricorn. And then I typically pull a card from this healing stones deck, so a crystal for you to carry. However, we did already do this at the beginning of December, so the card of the month for you is Smoky Quartz. This is about nerve strength, resilience. It's very much so anti-stress, so Smoky Quartz is a great card for you to keep in your pocket, put on your nightstand, put on your desk at work as we go through the remainder of December, Capricorn. I do also not usually pull these cards, but I'm going to pull you a card from the Let Go deck. It is the end of the year. We need to let 2021 go and we need to move into 2022. So your let go message is sip in air without rushing towards the future. The present is worth enjoying. And then last but not least, we're going to pull a note from the Healing Notes deck. We always need more healing in life, so I'll give you one of these as well. Your healing note message. There is something beautiful about all scars of whatever nature. A scar means the hurt is over, the wound is closed, healed, and done with. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for tuning in, watching, and listening. I appreciate you so much. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates. If you subscribe, you'll be notified when I post videos in the future. And if you feel inclined, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you again, Capricorn. Finish 2021 strong, and I'm looking forward to 2022.